watch it live, if you're watching college football or Sunday night football, please go ahead and DVR the program. You're not going to want to miss these programs. Saturday, we're going to have Representative Loudermilk who's going to discuss in detail that January 6th report, Liz Cheney, and so much more that you haven't heard before. And my second guest is a dear friend who I've known for about 20 years, Stephen A. Smith. Absolutely fascinating, as you will see. Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll have Senator Cruz discuss this debacle, and we'll also have Victor Davis Hanson, two very smart people, two of the smartest. And in less than an hour, next hour, we're going to have Newt Gingrich on the program. Now, why Newt Gingrich? Number one, he's brilliant. And so you talk to successful people.
I'm trying to flip the
not the whiners and the complainers,
camera,
not the big
but it
mouths.
won't let me.
Talk to people who've been successful doing these things and other things for their input. Now, the fact of the matter is something interesting is happening here that nobody wants to talk about, so I'll mention it. I touched on it, but I want to elaborate a little bit, then I want to move on. President Trump and the Speaker, when this bill were in constant contact, the Speaker said, including up to 45 minutes before the vote. Elon Musk and the Speaker were in constant contact because he will be heading that program that is intended to streamline the government. So they're coordinated. It's not that Elon Musk is president, it's that these guys are smart and they're trying to do the right thing, which makes it hard for the Democrats to actually understand what's going on or even give a damn about what's going on. But them aside. So this effort has been supported.
Thank you, someone.
By Elon Musk and effectively by President Trump. We've been looking for any posts we haven't seen.
We're just trying to make it home.
So I asked myself, the 30 or 40 Republicans who voted against this, and look, I might have been one of them who voted against it too if I were a congressman. But that's not my point. Are they going to have a problem with Trump, Mr. Producer? You see my point?
Very long day.
Are they going to have a problem with Trump? And I don't mean a political problem, an emotional problem. No, I'm talking about, are they going to have a problem with the so-called populist agenda? Because populism is not conservatism. It's not traditional conservatism. It's different. Now, there are overlaps, don't get me wrong. There are overlaps, but it's different. Tariffs, as an example. Or significant interference with private business, for an example. It's not complete free market economics. You can see how the head of the Teamsters Union, who, by the way, I despise this guy. I really do. It sounds like a Marxist punk to me, but that's a whole other story. I do not despise the Teamsters. I don't know a lot of Teamsters. That's not my issue. This guy sounds like a Marxist, and he should have endorsed Trump because the vast majority, or at least the majority of his membership supported Trump or voted for Trump, but he couldn't bring himself to do that. So he's considered courageous for endorsing nobody. That's not courageous. It's gutless. But there you are. I'm just making a point. And by the way, the Teamsters endorsed Reagan twice. Endorsed.
Thank you for your prayers.
As an example of a real Teamsters leader. Turns out that guy turned out to be corrupt, Mr. Producer. I think he went to prison. But nonetheless, there was a Teamster leader who actually endorsed and did what his membership wanted him to do. The secondary. So as I watch this, I see something a little differently, and it's concerning to me. We're going to have to be absolutely united, especially in the House, to advance the president's agenda, which he ran on and won in a landslide. If one or two or five members of the Republican side have their own agenda or their own beliefs, and they think that they should trump Trump's, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem. You know, it's like these cabinet picks that President Trump has mentioned. I don't like the one that he picked for labor secretary. you don't hear me leading Levinites and millions of people to fight her. Why? Because I think Trump should get what he wants. And if she turns out to be awful, he should fire her. But this is the team he wants. And he won in a landslide. And we can't keep picking him to pieces. Oh, he picked this one and he picked that one and he picked that one. That's what the Democrats do. That's what the Democrats do. Trump wants, when he becomes president, a clean slate. He doesn't want to have to fight over the debt ceiling. He doesn't want to have to fight over these things. He wants a clean slate to push his agenda. And I understand that position, don't you? So these battles that have been going on for several years now, he's saying, look, I need a clean slate. I brought in a majority in the Senate. I was able to help us hold on to the House. We'll run the entire executive branch. We won't have to deal with the Bidens and the Kamala Harris. We won't have to deal with these out-of-control agencies. I'm going to bring Musk in here and Vivek in here. We're going to take a good look at this. I'm going to bring in a team in here that are going to secure the border. We're going to build up defense. We're going to slash wasteful spending. We're going to do all these. Well, you can't do these things if we don't help them do these things. So this is going to be very interesting. And beyond interesting, it can become problematic. We'll see. You're in the right place. You're going to want to stick with me in this show. Trust me. Trust me. Others are going to be very surface level. They're going to be beating their chests. They're going to say things they think you want to
Sorry,
hear.
not keeping on chat. I'm paying attention to the road. A lot of crazy people out here tonight.
So those who voted against this last iteration, and I said, look, I might have been one of them. I don't know. I don't even know what the hell's in the bill exactly.
I'll get caught up.
Outside of the people who voted. It wasn't a heavy-duty long bill. It was like 112 pages, give or take. You should be able to read that before you vote, I would think. But they're effectively voting against what I think Trump and Elon Musk and the team were in favor. So they're going to have to come to grips with this. This is probably why Trump lashed out against Chip Roy yesterday. Openly, of course. Ron DeSantis against him. So there's all this stuff going on. My view is this.
Brakes.
There are ways, and there have to be ways, to be faithful to constitutional conservatism and back the one man who can help turn this country around. Because I don't know of any other right now. Just like the Tories in Britain with Churchill. They didn't agree with everything Churchill was doing, but they knew they had a tremendous statesman period of time. And he made it easy for himself to be in the wilderness. No need to get into all that, but when the time came, one of the greatest leaders in world history. And I think Donald Trump can be that too. If the Chihuahuas and the Yorkies don't bite his ankles endlessly. If there are big issues and big fights, I get it. And I understand this fight over the CR. But this, honestly, is chump change. Chump change. Deals with a small percentage of the budget. Again, I understand the fight. And I agree that all that pork and gravy that was in that first bill was unnecessary. I got it. This last bill was stripped down. Most of the spending goes to help the farmers and goes to help people in North Carolina and Georgia and other people. And there's a saying, well, there's still too much for that. I doubt that. I don't know. But the main argument, as I understand it, is there's no offset, so we create more debt. And of course, debt's a huge problem. There are things that the conservatives in the House and the Senate can do and should do. Maybe I'll send each one of them my book, The Liberty Amendment. Or maybe I'll send them some old ideas that are great ideas from Milton Friedman. on how to limit spending. You know, there's
Johnny, good to see you, brother.
There, not just mine, but both Freeman, Thomas Sowell, a whole lot of brilliant people and men over the last half century and more. Of the last half century and more. Why don't they use those ideas?
I'm just trying to get home.
If they're going to fight, why don't they
I gotta
fight
stop
for
one time for the wife.
Change. Things that we can try to enshrine into the system. Because even if they win the day on the CR, the entitlements are going to collapse. And it's going to take the whole damn economy with it. Even if we win today on the CR, from a strictly fiscal perspective, it's not enough. It doesn't even touch the tip of the tip of the tip of the iceberg. You see my point, Mr. Producer? I'm not trying to upset you folks. I'm trying to add a little reality to this. That sometimes these guys beating their chests and patting themselves in the back of the head, in the end, they're really no better than the others. I told you about this guy, Biggs, in Arizona, when he was the Senate president, that he single-handedly blocked the vote to support Convention of States. And as soon as they groomed him out and gave him a raise and gave him a bigger position as member of the House of Representatives, they passed it in Arizona. They passed it. He seems to be happy, yelling about stuff, voting on the speaker, talking about what he would do. Hey, who cares? You go nowhere. Pass. This is why I'm not invited to all these Republican things, Mr. Producer. This is why I'm not invited, I don't care. Federal Reserve raised interest rates a quarter of a point earlier this week. They raised it a quarter of a point right after President Trump's victory, so that's half a point. What's it done for the economy? Absolutely nothing. Zero. Now, it can help you with your mortgage interest. And when it comes to the economy generally, it's done nothing. They're worried about the economy. They're not sure what to do. They've contributed to all the inflation. That's right. They're the drug dealers. They're the druggies. That is, a monetary system that is monetizing the debt.
I'm sorry I'm not keeping up, guys. I'm just trying to pay attention to the road.
Congress. So we're seeing all kinds of shifts in the market. You saw what happened to the stock market in the last 2 weeks. It's been a disaster. So it's important to stay aware. That's why I urge you to diversify, to protect your own money, in whatever form it is. If it's in a savings account, in a mutual fund, through your IRA or some other pension program, maybe it's your pension check or just your regular salary. You really need to think about this. Because inflation weakens the dollar. You can buy less, the product price goes up. Gold has weathered every kind of economic downturn throughout history. And so when I'm talking about diversification, in my own case, I'm really talking about gold. And when I talk about gold, the best gold company there is, in my opinion, is Advantage Gold. That's my gold company. You can reach them right now, Friday.
All right, we got an ad going now. When I stop, I'll catch up. I'm not gonna look at anything until I get up.
Qualify for up to $1,000 in free silver. It's 800, 900, 8,000. Call them now. Tell them Mark Levin sent you. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial tax professional. This idea of the speaker stay together is called BS. Which is showing how the speaker should stay. The institution's broken. One man can't fix it. With a majority of a handful. And even a smaller majority next time around. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin. Hear every game of the college football playoff on Sirius XM. The first round kicks off tonight at 8 Eastern when Indiana visits Notre Dame.
The Irish have another
for a touchdown. Then tomorrow, it's Penn State and SMU, followed by Texas hosting Clemson and Tennessee traveling to Ohio State. Touchdown Buckeyes. Get your channel numbers at SiriusXM.com/college football schedule or search college football on the SiriusXM app. And for expert analysis, check out College Sports Radio, channel 84.
Hey, Jeff, looks like your business is really booming, even in a tough time for businesses like ours.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, thanks to LendSeek, our business was able to take care of some outstanding bills and taxes and to purchase inventory and expand our product lines.
Wow. You know, my business needs working capital, but only from a reputable company that I can trust and count on. How does LendSeek work?
Fast and easy. Just apply at lenseek.com. Their AI lending platform gave my business access to over 100 funding programs with one simple application. And it costs nothing to apply.
At lenseek.com, you can receive business funding with no collateral, no prepayment penalties, and no restrictions on how you use the funds. Whatever your funding needs are, seek no more. Our AI lending marketplace has you covered. If you've been in business at least 1 year with annual revenue of at least $250,000, you can get the funding your business needs in as little as 24 hours. There's no obligation, so apply today at lenseek.com. That's LENDSEEK.com. Need a last-minute gift? It's easy. Just get them something from Untuck It. Every guy loves their wrinkle-free performance, soft flannels, polos, pants, cozy sweaters, and more. Need it now? Just head to one of our 80-plus stores worldwide or get them a digital gift card, which delivers instantly. Don't forget, we have styles for her, too. Find the perfect last-minute gifts at your nearest store or untuckit.com. Untuck It. We just make guys look better for the holidays.
With the election won, stocks are poised to benefit from President Trump's policies, and savvy investors are positioned to cash in. Will you be one of them? When it comes to the stock market, there's a lot of guessing going on. But here's someone who never guesses. Author and Fox Business News host, Charles Payne.
An immense window of opportunity is opening, and if you don't adjust your investment strategies now, you and your portfolio may miss out. Think about all the parabolic stock moves you've missed simply because you weren't prepared. Well, not this time. My new book, Unbreakable Investor, will teach you how I'm already capitalizing on today's opportunities with winning trades to cash in. We won the election, now let's make your investments win. Just text me right away and I'll text you back a link to get your free copy of Unbreakable Investor delivered to your door.
Text the word CASH to 505-505 and just cover shipping to claim your free copy of Charles Payne's new book, Unbreakable Investor. Text CASH to 505-505. Text CASH to 505-505.
Message and data rates may apply.
Americans love using their credit cards, the most secure and hassle-free way to pay. But DC politicians want to change that with the Durbin-Marshall credit card bill. This bill lets corporate megastores pick how your credit card is processed, allowing them to use untested payment networks that jeopardize your data security and rewards. Corporate megastores will make more money, and you pay the price. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Learn more at guardyourcard.com. Be part of the nation's premier heavy specialized carrier network. Lease your truck and trailer to Landstar. The Landstar load board is full of opportunities to haul heavy and specialized freight. If you don't pull heavy specialized now, you may have the chance to learn at Landstar. Earn more with Landstar's percentage paid model, and let Landstar's innovative mobile apps and discount programs help put more money in your pocket. Call Landstar today at 877-472-0099 or go to lease to landstar.com.
The right to bear arms.
Religious freedom.
Conservative principles live here.
We are
SiriusXM Patriot, channel 125.
Alright, let me get caught up. Alright. Oh my god, it's so much stuff.
Learning more about this. So there was $100 billion in this bill for disaster aid, the hurricane-battered areas in the southeast and other states. There was $30 billion.
I love you guys.
A one-year extension of current agricultural policy.
We're only about 10 minutes away from home.
They were not offset.
Decide whether or not you want to hang with me or not.
So as I understand it, that's why those who voted against it. I'm not sure what Donald Trump, Elon Musk, or the Speaker can do about that, considering the numbers in the House. Now, there's more than that. The measure did not include an extension of the debt limit.
Oh, yeah. I understand that,
They
Johnny.
have to increase the debt limit. An extension of the debt limit is a major setback for the Speaker and President Donald Trump. So that means this fight over the debt limit will occur relatively early on, probably in the first or second quarter of the Trump presidency. And Trump was thinking, I don't want to deal with this. I want to deal with extending the tax cuts, or taxes are going to shoot up. And so this is going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting because President Trump not only wants to extend the current tax cuts, but he wants to provide no taxes on tips. He wants to provide no taxes on overtime. He wants to provide things like that. And the way the number crunchers, the green eye shade types in Washington are going to work on this, they're going to say, okay, that's going to add to the debt. And what I assume Chip Roy and the others in the Freedom Caucus are going to say is, okay, it's going to add to the debt, then we need an offset. And the Democrats are going to say, like hell, we're not giving it an offset for tax cuts, whether it's no taxes on tips,
I want to get some rest.
no taxes on overtime.
I'm good, brother.
They want to screw Trump politically. And so this is what President Trump was hoping to avoid, and this actually, I understand, is what the Speaker was trying to avoid. I haven't talked to either of them. I'm just looking at the numbers here. So $130 billion in so-called emergency funding
3 minutes away from home.
has been approved, but without offsets.
Or maybe closer.
The
Maybe less.
debt limit has not been extended, which means when Donald Trump
10
pushes
minutes.
early on to get these additional tax cuts in and to extend the existing tax cuts,
8 minutes.
he's now going to have to fight
Someone love you,
over the
upgrade.
debt limit and offsets. And so this is why he got pissed off at Chip Roy and some of these other guys. I'm guessing, just looking at it. Because he doesn't want the things that he promised to people to get him elected. He doesn't want those things to be in danger. That's my guess. I'll be right back.
Selling your home? On Ready.com, real estate agents will pay you up front for your listing. $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, just for a chance to sell your home. Why would they pay to be your agent? Well, your listing is really valuable. So if an agent is smart, they'll go to Ready and offer you cash up front to get it. And you do want a smart agent, right? So go to Ready.com, REDY.com. Simply give us the basic information about your property.
These pretty lights.
We'll notify all those smart agents who...
About to hit some serious ones in town here.
Why try Hims for weight loss? If you're interested in personalized prescription options, including Ozempic, Wegovy, oral medications, and compounded GLP-1 injections, and the support to see real results, you might like it. Why try Hims to regrow hair?
When we get in the village, it's beautiful.
With clinically proven ingredients like minoxidil and finasteride for thicker, fuller hair in 3 to 6 months sound good? You might like it. Why try Hims for ED?
I'm not driving, by the way.
Access to doctor-trusted treatments like
Just so you know, I'm not even
and their
driving.
more affordable generic counterparts. You and your partner might like it. The Hims process is simple, 100% online, and treatments are shipped.
My buddy
free
Jeff
or
is
through
driving.
packaging if prescribed. What's not to like? To save big on weight loss, hair loss, and ED solutions, get started today at hims.com. That's hims.com.
Stacy on the right.
On the next Stacy on the right, I'm joined by Leighton Grady of the Gray Matter podcast.
From Town Hall.com, I'm Keith Peters reporting. Hours to go before a midnight government shutdown. The House approved by a vote of 366 to 34 a new plan late Friday from Speaker Mike Johnson that would temporarily fund federal operations and disaster aid, but drops President-elect Donald Trump's demand for a debt limit increase into the new year. Oklahoma Republican Tom Cole says shutting down the government should be avoided.
None of us, or most of us, do not want to shut down the government. Not a good thing for the country.
The bill now goes
Happy
to the
New
Senate
Year.
where quick passage is expected.
Oh, yeah.
Russian missiles.
Sorry, I've been able to pay attention to the chat.
Fired U.S.-made missiles across the border.
Nice lights there.
Three loud blasts were heard in Kiev shortly before sunrise. The city administration saying later falling missile debris caused damage and sparked fires in 3 districts of the capital. The attack knocked out heating to hundreds of residential buildings, over a dozen medical facilities and 30 schools and kindergartens. The Russian ministry says the strike's in response to a Ukrainian missile attack on Russia's Rostov border region earlier on Friday. I'm Charles Televezma.
Authorities in the German city of Magdeburg say at least 2 people were killed and dozens were injured after a car plowed into a busy Christmas market in what officials called a deliberate attack. Authorities say an adult and toddler were killed in Friday's violence. At least 60 other people were injured, including 15 who were hurt seriously. Authorities say the driver of the car was arrested. Saxony-Anhalt's interior minister told reporters that the suspect is a 50-year-old Saudi doctor who first came to Germany in 2006. On Wall Street, the Dow by 498 points, the Nasdaq rose 199. More on these stories at townhall.com.
In a recession.
Hey, pet parents, with Progressive collision coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles." But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, "You betrayed me." Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states.
Do you just grin and bear it or bite the bullet when it comes to everyday pain? Don't. Try Relief Factor, a drug-free daily supplement that helps your body fight pain naturally. Relief Factor doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or even eliminate it. It's 100% drug-free. It's developed by doctors. In 3 weeks or less, you'll know whether it works for you like it works for me. Try Relief Factor for yourself. Go to relieffactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF and save on your first order. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF.
Alaska Governor Mike Dunleavy has a wish list for the incoming Trump administration.
This includes oil and gas exploration in the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge and reversing restrictions on logging and road building. Dunleavy has asked President-elect Trump to issue a state-specific executive order aimed at achieving those goals and others. Along with other Republican political leaders in the state, he has expressed excitement about Mr. Trump's return to the White House and sees him as being much more friendly to resource development in Alaska than President Biden. John Scott reporting.
The Education Department has reached an agreement with the University of California system resolving complaints from Jewish and Muslim students of discrimination and harassment during protests last spring over the war in Gaza. It investigated complaints against UCLA, UC Santa Barbara, and UC San Diego. News and analysis at townhall.com.
David Webb. Successful America is the result of strong conservative principles, a constitutional government, and
Let me fire up a stream from the home base tonight. I think I may, for the hell of it. If you guys want to join, please do. Be on the main channel. Let me check the bill here. Life has a left hand.
You won't hear a radio act about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you to call them. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car at the grocery with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-4181. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ for the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS anymore.
I'll get caught up with you guys in a minute.
Or visit them online at TRA.com or call 800-575-4181. That's 800-575-4181.
just needed safety while I was driving home.
Is ready to switch to a career in IT.
Love you guys. Absolutely love you. Look at the kitty. See the black and white kitty heading home in the driveway.
Become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
Love you guys. Peace. I may fire it up again. We'll see. Love ya.